Hi, this is Dave. You're listening to the last podcast where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening, welcome. I hope you enjoy the show. Take a look at some of the other episodes. There is a variety for you to listen to and to enjoy. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for returning and listening. I really appreciate it. And I hope you continue to get tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast that will help benefit you in your life one way or another. Today, I just want to talk real briefly about coincidence. And is it a coincidence? Do you believe in them? A long time ago, I was looking for a job. We just got to Texas, and I and my wife and the kids moved to Texas from Pennsylvania. And I was trying to find where I fit in. And, I don't know if any of you have ever been in a situation where, you're trying to start all over again. You're trying to start something brand new, and you're trying to figure out, where do you belong? What is your journey here in this new place? And that's what I was trying to do. I left Pennsylvania, and I had my own store, computer repair shop, and I left that to a friend. And then I moved to Texas with my wife, because wherever my wife was going to be, I'm going to be. And we moved out here, and it took me a little while to try to figure out, where do I belong? And I was trying to do all sorts of things. It just wasn't really working. And I even tried looking for jobs, and to no avail. I wasn't getting anywhere. And as you can guess, I was getting frustrated. I was getting very frustrated. And I didn't really want to take it out on my family, because sometimes it's easily to snap at people when you're frustrated. You're genuinely frustrated, and they see that you're frustrated. They see that you're trying to do something that will benefit the entire family, but it just doesn't work, and it's not working. No matter what you try, nothing is working. So my wife decides to say, hey, look, I'm going to apply for this job at Blockbuster. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to apply with you. We both got the job. And we worked I think it's like just 4 hours a night. And we were back in time to get the kids ready for school. But after a week working there, a lot of people were saying, why are you here? Because you seem very well educated, and you're always talking about computers and computer this, computer that. Why aren't you in the field working with computers? I said, well, I was trying to find work, and if you believe in coincidences, there was a lady at that particular time that just happened to hear me say that. And she said, there's this place that's hiring this morning. My brother is actually going there for an interview, and they start interviews at 8:00. You can just walk in and get an interview. And I said, really? Well, where's that place at? And she gave me the address, and I was so confident that I was going to get this job, because the way she was telling me what they do, and it's for, I think it was for Verizon at the time. You were doing tech support and customer service all simultaneously. And one of the clients they had was Verizon. And if you believe in coincidence, I mean, what is that? I'm there for a week working with my wife, and there's somebody who actually overheard me say what type of work I'm generally doing. I normally do. And while I was in Pennsylvania, it wasn't about a job. It was about owning a business. And I've tried a couple of different businesses out in Texas when we first got here, but to no avail. None of it worked. And I happened to go to the interview. Matter of fact, just let me back up real quick. Once the lady gave me the address and the information, I didn't even wait until my shift was over. I quit. I just left. I told my wife I'm going. I'm going to try to get this job. They say it pay XYZ an hour. I'm going to go. And my wife said, go. And, whenever my wife was always saying, do this, go. I'll back you. I believe in you. I'm going full speed ahead. And as long as she says, hey, look, I know you can get it. I know you can do it. She was everything to me. So I really went out there and just left that job at Blockbusters. And at 8 o'clock that morning, I wound up going to the interview and I wound up getting the job. And getting that job actually allowed my wife to go back home and don't even have to go back to Blockbuster. But she wound up staying for like 2 more weeks or so. But the funny thing is, that job led to another job. Now, while I was there, a lot of people were jumping ship and say, "Hey, you should try this job over here. They pay more money. They have better benefits." So I'm watching people. I said, "Wow, I just got this job. I'm not even doing that." But it just so happens the job moved. They sent us notifications saying they're moving further away from where they were. And that was a whole lot further because I lived all the way out in Anna. And this was way out there that they were moving. So I said, you know what? I think I'm going to gather that information that everybody was jumping ship for. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a job there because it's a whole lot closer to my house. And lo and behold, I did. And people really liked me. So I was able to get that job and I did well. And in fact, I did so well that I wind up being with that job for 12 years. I say that to say this. At every instance, it seemed like it was a coincidence where somebody was moving me along to something better. So have you ever been in a situation where, you're listening to people and you hear things and, is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that you got a flat? Of course, nobody wants a flat, but did that flat prevent something bad from happening? If you would have probably didn't have the flat, maybe you would have been in an accident or maybe you would have been somewhere else or maybe, things happen. So I started looking at coincidences and mishaps or what have you as a way of saying, I'm not going to get this angry. I'm not going to get angry because maybe that was something that prevented something worse from happening. But for me, it seemed like I just was going from one place to another that was a little bit better. And that place I actually happened to enjoy, and I worked for them for a period of time. And that was 12 years. I believe in coincidences, but I believe in God. I believe that God orders our steps and, he knows what's right for us, even though it may hurt us. If you're trying, let's say if you're trying to get this job or get a job and you say, I really want to work for that company, but they don't hire you and, you're distraught and say, wow, I didn't get that job. And then you wind up getting a better job and you hear a year later, the job that you were so hell bent in getting, they go out of business. So isn't it strange how you didn't get that job, but you wind up getting a better job, and the job that you wanted so bad, that went out of business. So sometimes we might get upset. We may not know. We may not understand why things happen, but don't beat yourself up because something didn't work. And that's basically what I'm saying. It may be a coincidence, but it may not be. It may be God just ordering the steps. He's just orchestrating something better for you. And I believe that. So my tip to you is don't beat yourself up if something didn't go your way. If something didn't go your way, maybe something better is coming along the way. So be patient. And my name is Dave. You're listening to the last podcast where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Today is Thursday, and don't forget tomorrow is Poetry Friday, and I'll be singing a poem, or actually reading a poem, and I hope you're there to listen. Each poem is pretty good, so it's going to be a poem from someone else, one of my favorite poets, or it might be something that I've written. Either way, don't miss tomorrow, Poetry Friday. Again, my name is Dave. You're listening to the last podcast. Thanks for listening. You have a great day. Bye-bye.